I understand what you're saying, Adrian, and so I'll say 7-3s, and hopefully we'll catch each other further down the log. Goodbye for now.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. I always do, my friend. I have a nice break over Christmas. I knock it in the head on Christmas Eve. Go back this year on Tuesday, January the 4th. Get a nice 10 days off. So you can enjoy it. And I shall speak to you again before, hopefully. And let you get a bit hot under the collar with that multi-function keypad. G7IQJ. Very good evening from the Mendip Hills, North East Somerset.
Right, Adrian, and all the best, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.
Well, I brought a rig back in November 1987, so it's been a well-used rig. I've been through one microphone already, so the one I'm using now, I picked it up from Lowe's when we had our Barry Rally in the, yes, it would have been the Barry Leisure Centre, I believe. So I brought the rig down and gave them an opportunity to test their microphone on my rig, and it seemed to work okay there. And it's been repaired a few times, and the last winter figure on the rig earlier this year, of course, would be no other than Nigel there. And of course, as soon as I brought the rig down for him to repair, once I saw him what was wrong with it, he said, one look at it, said, I recognise the serial number because this is a rig I had a rig for 7 years. Then I sold it on to somebody else, and a few years after that, the sad person sold it to me there. So they had a little bit of history. So they had a little bit of history for the rig for me there, Bernard. Back to you.
I know what you mean. All interesting stuff. Oh dear, what am I going to do now? Rob, I'm going to have to go, mate. I have to love you and leave you for a while. I have to speak to you again. I've really got to concentrate on this, mate. GW10ZW clear for now. Speak again, Rob.
Yeah, it's okay there, Bernard. Hope to see you at the club if I don't speak to you beforehand there, Bernard. Bye for now.
Yeah, bye, Rob. Bye.
Cheers, Bernard.
I'm not there between, one end of the country to the other, and you'd I don't know. I don't think we know enough, to be honest with you. I don't think we're told enough, do you?
M6 RTE, Mike 6 Romeo Kilo Echo, testing access.
Hello, CQ2, meters hello, CQ2, meters hello, CQ2, meter.
Yes, you're getting into I had the rig on
120 miles as the RF flies. So not bad, is it? Of course, it would be nice if it was like this every day, but then I suppose if it was, then part of the magic would it wouldn't be there, would it? You know, you're just going to take these seas a day, as they say. Anyway, with that, back to you, Ryan. From 2E0 URM.
0 URM from M6RK. Yeah, all understood there, Adam. Well, I'm getting some interference from a local repeater. We've got an older 2-meter repeater up here called GB3WS. That's on 145 750, I think it is. But it's I think it's still transmitting 25 kilohertz, I think. So it's quite wide and it's interfering with us a little bit. And there is another nearby repeater on this frequency as well. So a little bit of interference there, but nothing I can't handle. You may be interested to know it's as near as makes the odds 103 miles between myself and the repeater at the repeater your end. So it's 103 miles between myself and the repeater. So that's quite some distance. It certainly put a smile on my face. So I had good fun last night. I was working on GB3CO Corby 2-meter repeater. I spoke to a friend of mine up just the other side of Nottingham there. Spoke to Abdul M0 NPT. I also spoke to a local and another bloke who was coming in from Birmingham. So that was a really good night last night as well. So I do enjoy it when there's a lift on. I'm not allowed a beam or anything up here, so when there's a lift on VHF, I do tend to get on it and have a good go. I don't mind it.
At all. Some days it's like the inside of a chip shop. Tonight it was absolutely crystal clear, and I think the last time I looked it is 68 miles from this QTH, so that's not too bad, is it, for 77s. And a couple of weeks ago I was in the car. I've got an FTM 100 in the car, and we were and I thought, there's a strange number of Welsh voices on here today. I didn't know whether it was a sort of club net or something. And then, of course, the penny dropped, as sometimes it does, but it sometimes takes a long time in my case. And it was they share the same share the same frequency as a 77's repeater in Cumbrian. So you never know what you're going to get. That's the and sometimes the one that you want doesn't respond, and then some. But of course, if you haven't got the tone set, then you can easily end up talking to yourself, can't you, Ryan? Anyway, with that, I wish you all the best and good luck for the DX HI. So I'll make this a final now, Ryan. I've been called downstairs, so I'd better put an appearance in down there. M6 RKE from 2E0 URM.
Yeah, right about there, Alan. Well, thank you very much for coming back to the call. I wasn't quite sure if I'd got DR or not. There's another one on this frequency which I thought I might be getting, but it looks like the lift is certainly leaning towards towards the west for a change. Normally with me it tends to go northeast of me up towards Norfolk, but I will certainly don't mind Dorchester, or I say Dorchester, where the repeater actually is. I can certainly live with that. That suits me. Thank you very much. So anyway, thank you very much for coming back to the call there, Alan. And hopefully I'll work you a bit further down. Anyway, I won't keep you from the XYL there. So bid you good evening. Thanks once again for the QSO. 2E0 URM, this is M6RKE, bid you 73, and a very good evening.
Yeah, my pleasure, Ryan. All the best. Good luck. 73.
6RKE, Mike 6 Romeo Kilo Echo, listening via DR for any other calls.
John, no, what I meant was you could have the two 380s to set up, and then I don't know. Steve sounded interested. Maybe leave them one to him, and you can have a chat, test them out. I haven't got round to doing it, so if you want to do that, that'd be fine. Anyway, I'll hand round to Steph so we can close the net down. G4XK, it's G6UM.
Do you want this, that and the other? Press this button, press that button. And you go through all that, and then they say, after about 20 presses of the button, if you want to speak to an advisor, hold on. Hold the line. And I think, well, why couldn't you have done that to start with?
Repeater. Tone. Squelch. 94.8 hertz. Good evening.
Angle, and the location is Barry, South Glamorgan. The location is Barry, South Glamorgan. Over.
B3 Delta Romeo for any calls.
Richard. The location is Barry. The location is Barry. I'll spell that for you. Bravo, Alpha, Romeo, Romeo Yankee. The location is Barry, near Cardiff in South Wales. Over.
Yeah, M6FXC, all received Robert Barrett. If I'm not mistaken, that's on Accommodation Road, heading in towards Broome, if my memory serves me correctly. QSO?
Negative, Rich, you've got the wrong location. The location is Barry. Bravo, Alpha, Romeo, Romeo Yankee. I repeat, Bravo, Alpha, Romeo, Romeo Yankee. It is located near Cardiff. It is located near Cardiff, the capital city of Wales. Over.
M6FXC returning. I'm sorry, Robert. I never realised we could get that far on sentence, my friend. I'm just approaching Avonmouth Bridge in Bristol. So I'm coming in quite well across the water there.
Mobile from GW1 XCD. Okay there, Rich. I've just put the power from 3 watts to 20 watts there, so I could give you a much better signal considering that you're mobile there. I give you a more accurate report on my nest over there, Rich. The working condition this end is an FT290R, the Mark 1 version, and I'm just running 20 watts into the HSWX running center, which is a dual band vertical antenna, which gives me 4 dB gain there. Height above sea level is 286 feet above sea level, and the antenna is at least 30 feet or more above ground over there. And I'm also using a preamp for an external unit there. And believe me, that can make all the difference between unit C and not unit C. Back to you there, Rich.
M6FX returning. Robert, you're coming in 5 and 9 here, my friend. Clear as crystal. I'm using a Yaesu FTM 100D, running 10 watts at the moment through a Moonraker stick on the roof of my van. And I'm hoping I'm coming in as clear as you're coming into me, because that would be outstanding. Very, very good signal, very good audio coming off you there. Back to you.
M6FXE mobile from GW1XCD. Okay there, Rich, so covered there 100%. Everyone gives me a good modulator and audio report, so I'm pleased about that, considering that I actually brought that rig second-hand way back in 1987, so I've had fair use out of it. It's been repaired a few times, and I've been through one microphone already there, Rich, so I think the rig has lasted very well there, Rich. Yes, there is a bit of a lift on you tonight, because while I've been listening on S20 there, of course, I've heard Satan further feed than what I normally do you there, of course, and seeing there's one or two repeaters coming through and some of the other towers I don't normally hear them. But since they removed the tone wave from the repeater, I can't get into the repeaters anymore there, but I don't worry about things like that. I'm just quite happy to have simple security like what we're doing out there. It's back to you.
Listening through the repeater for any calls. Returning. Yes, Robert, it's nice to do, I like it to fishing. You put your float in the water and you see what you get. It's nice just to chat to random people. I find I get more contacts this way anyway, and using the local repeaters up by me in Kenilworth, Birmingham and Leamington area. We have a few there, but very rare I get contacts on the repeaters. And it's nice just to chat randomly to people on the road, up and down the motorway as it were. It passes the time of day, passes the miles away quite nicely anyway. But yeah.
Because it does seem to be all handheld unit there to what I can see of it, and I think most of them are probably just FM only there. And of course, if you want to go from one frequency to another, I think you've got to enter the frequency, which could be a little bit time consuming there, unless you can find a quicker way to do it. But with the FT290R there, of course, if I want to go from F20 to F21, I just go one click with the tuning knob there, so it is very simple to operate there. It's back to you.
Yeah, this Yaesu M6FX returning, sorry, this Yaesu, it does the 70 to 2 meters, digital voice, Yaesu system for fusion as well, an APRS. It's very complicated. I haven't actually got it to work properly on APRS. I've had it since June this year, and I've still got to try and figure out what APRS is actually doing for me. But it does the job I'm asking it to do, which is quite good, and it saves me ringing up the missus and bugging her on my mobile. So I just rather entertain myself talking to people going down the road. Back to you.
Yes, Rich, I quite agree with your comment there. It's always nice to talk to people on 2 meters there, whether it's local announcer, semi-local announcer, or working stations more further feeds, propagating permitting there, of course, rather than sat on a mobile phone there. And of course, the more you talk on the mobile phone there, of course, I think the phone price goes up, doesn't it, there? So, I think that one of fancied radio's got over the phone there, Richard. Right, I've only had some local natter and semi-local natter due back for the few months here, looking back in the logbook here. I did have a contact back here in April, I think it is. Yeah, it was April there. It was on April the 20th, and I wrote Mike 0 Golf Hotel Sugar Mobile D0M0GHS Mobile. I don't know exactly where he was, but he was parked on some high ground near Salisbury there, so that was a good contact there, Richard there. And the other one I had was on the 15th of October. I was Golf Bravo 2 Sugar Golf DB2 SSG. His name is Thomas. I think he's going to be a young lad, and I think this sort of special event something to do with the jamboree on the air, which is all to do with the scouts there. I don't quite know precisely where he was, but I believe he was near Cheltenham there, so I regard that one as local. I regard that one as semi-local natter there. I don't really know what the difference is between local natter and semi-local natter. I think that it's open to debate there. Back to you.
Local is a bit further afield at 20-30 miles for VHF, but I wouldn't like to say for definite. I've not heard that used that phrase before, so I'm not quite sure. That would be my guesstimation anyway. Just approaching the M4, M5 interchange now, so I'll be surprised if I keep you much longer, so I'll keep them short. And if I do lose you, it's been a privilege speaking to you, and I'll say 7 threes in advance, but by all means come back to me and we'll see how far we can keep this going. Back to you.
Yes, okay there, Richard. Well, I think my definition of local natter would be around Barry, Cardiff, Penarth and South Wales and around the Bristol area there. And a semi-local natter would be further afield, like Cheltenham down.
Yeah, that's good going. I did get a mobile DX with a guy in East Germany, from Lincoln, from Leicester even, a few months back when they had a bit of skip on. That's the best one I've ever done. I forget the name of the town he was in, I've got it written down at home, but he was right on the east coast, eastern side of Germany, and I was in Leicester, travelling home on the motorway, so yeah, that's the best one I've done. And in England, like, I think furthest afield using DX would be about 20-30 miles away from location, apart from yourself. So yeah, I think it depends on the weather as well, obviously. So
And I think that gives me a range of about 150 miles, 150 miles, and that is the furthest I've ever got there, Richard. So I think on 2 meters FM simplex, without the use of any repeaters, etc., I think having a contact with somebody 150 miles away, I think it's very good there, Rich. Back to you.
Yeah, Robert, M6FXC returning. I think somebody was keying over you then. I didn't catch a lot of that transmission. It was a bit garbled. Can you say that again, please? Back to you.
Yeah, it's okay there, Rich. Well, I'm just saying that the maximum distance I get you on 2 meters FM simplest without the use of any repeater is about 150 miles, 150 miles there. So that's about the furthest, and I think the course channel the saying about we'll go off to Echo Bravo Bravo D to EBB, and he's right down that he's going to the West Sussex there. So for FM Simplet, I think I had a very good contact, which is the furthest I've ever been there, Rich. Back to you.
Yeah, that's good going, that is. M6FXC returning. That's impressive. Yeah, I've got a mate who's an M0 in Birmingham. He's got a whopping great big mast on a hill up in Quinton, and he gets all over the country from that on the X and stuff like that. He enjoys doing that, and the HF as well. And he keeps trying to encourage me to get one, but my missus won't have it, so I'm stuck with doing mobile for now, and I'm going to get a HF rig when I move house in January. Put up a G5 RV wire. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. I've just gone past the M4 interchange now, and I'm heading up towards, where would I be heading towards? Michael Wood Services on the M5 North. Back to you.
M6 FXC mobile from GW1 XCD. I'm sorry, Rich, I lost most of that. I think that's I saw a station near me operating traveling half kilometers down there, but I think it's a little bit unsuitable on this sort of things. So I'm afraid I lost most of you over there, but it wasn't your fault or my fault there, Rich. Back to you.
Yeah, should we QSY up another channel to 550? I think I'm copying some interference as well now. Do you want to do that? Back to you.
Okay, no, isn't it?
And my best wishes and 7-3 to your family also, there in Caen. Have a super evening. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt. Bonne chance. Florida 1 Lima, Mexico Sierra, Golf 4 Kilo Victor Tango, 7-3.
FXC, is this frequency in use?
Anybody using that frequency, please?
FXC, Robert, are you still there?
But, and it's a big but, as to whether the National Trust would allow any permission to go any further than what they've gone, because it's now an area of extreme beauty, isn't it? So they tend not to, the National Trust...
Key 2 Echo 0 November, Echo Yankee calling secure and listening.
Yeah, returning 550s in use from my end.
FXC from GW1 XCD. There's another
Speak to both of you.
Rich, Romeo India Charlie Hotel. I was just having a conversation with Robert from Barry. I don't know if he's still listening in, but I think we've lost channel now, so hello there.
Very nice to work you this evening. Only low power here, about 10 watts, Jeff. Fox 6, Charlie, Whiskey, November, Mexico 3, Hotel, November, Lima. My name here is Jim, Japan, India, Mexico, Jeff. And nice to work you for the first time. Fox 6, Charlie, Whiskey, November, from Mike 3,
XC returning. Ah, right. I know Clavelli, I've been there driving years and years ago, but I remember the vertical cliff face you got to carry up the high street. Nice place. Nice to meet you.
F5 ZBF.
GB3PL amateur radio repeater.
W1XCD, I'm still on the frequency there, Rich, go ahead.
Like, what do you call it, Head Mills down there. Where the train used to run there now, that's somebody's garden that runs right up through there. They've got about 100 yards of garden. You know, that if they ever wanted to reuse that route to go down through that, they'd have to pay a fortune to buy that bit of ground.
55556, Jeff. Just 10 watts here, 10 watts here.
Robert again, sorry, yes, just approaching junction 14 on the M5 now. I think I'm going to lose you now. So I will say 73s, mates, and all the best, and nice talking to you this evening. I'm glad I got a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's okay there, Rich, I'm beginning to lose you now there, so I wish you best 73s and safe driving then, so look forward to having a secure show with you further down the log there, Rich. Bye for now.
The roof, Jeff. We don't work at meters here, so 500 feet. 500 feet, the British feet here, Jeff, 500 feet. I'm not too sure of the meters, but wonderful to work here for the first time. I don't hear the other station there. I hear one or two from England, of course, but I don't hear the other station over there in your part of the world, Jeff. But amazing to think I'm getting there over just with 10 watts. Amazing condition. And microphone back to you, Jeff. An absolute pleasure. I'll let you pull some more stations in from the UK. Fox 6 Charlie Whiskey November from Normandy, M3HNL. Jim here from Warminster, about 20, maybe 30 k's from Bath. Nearest city, I suppose, Jeff, is Bath. Bravo Alpha Tango Hotel. With that, Jeff, a great pleasure. I wish you 7 trees and good luck and good DX from Mike 3 Hotel, November Lima, Wiltshire.
Mobile calling CQ. M6FXE mobile calling CQ. Standing by for any contacts.
CW1XD, will you just stand by a moment, please?
All the people having them lug their cases up the hill. I mean, the taxis must have done very nicely in those days. But I suppose it'd be an awesome trap, would it, in those days?
Net frequency, please.
If you had to walk from the front up with the cases, they'll have a drag up there, isn't it?
M1JMH from Golf Whiskey 1 X-ray Uniform Delta. Can we go down to 145.475, please? 145.475, please.
bloody neglected the rest of the time and was more interested in what was going on there when the trains were coming up. I should imagine they'd forget everybody else until the train had gone.
Golf 1 Juliet Mike Hotel. Golf 1 Juliet Mike Hotel. This is Golf Whiskey 1 X-ray Uniform Doctor calling you and standing by.
M6FXE mobile calling CQ, CQ, CQ. M6FXE mobile calling CQ, CQ, CQ on 2 meters. Standing by for any contacts.
Your other frequency there, 525. I don't know if he was starting off frequency there or if he was operating on a 12.5 kilohertz shift there, but he was giving me a little bit of interference considering that my rig has not been modified for 12.5 kilohertz shift there, so I was receiving some interference from him. Was making you rather difficult to copy you there, John. Back to you.
I don't know, it just seems all sort of locked into me. Not the actual railway line, it's just when you're coming out, you know.
I say that by your report would be 5 and sister. I say you be 5 and sister. It does move in the estimated that it's seen a little bit there, so I give you 5 and sister. I don't quite know where you're locating it there, John, but you said Exmouth was in the way, so if you can just give me some idea where you are as regard the nearest last town to your locating there, John. Back to you.
Break in a second.
That's grown now, that New Street station's massive now. The biggest one I've ever been on is Paddington Station. I've been up there a few times. If it wasn't for the fact they had a bloody hour running on the ground, I would never find my way out. You've got to follow the hour and come out of there and then get a taxi to wherever you're going. Hundreds of people stood outside waiting for them, but they got streams and streams of taxis, and one after the other there. You just get in the queue, get in, off you go. But yeah, Paddington's the biggest one I've ever been on.
I think we've worked before, the station in Wales. I think we've worked before in the past, a long time ago. Located in Stonehouse, which is Gloucester, close to Gloucester, very close to Gloucester, and I was just interested to get a couple of quick reports to understand what how the station was working. We put the antenna up about 2 weeks ago. So if I pass it back to the a uniform Delta station, back to yourself, and just get a quick report from you, QSL.
Mike 0, X-ray, 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 I think it is. This is Golf Whiskey number 1, X-ray United Delta. My name is Robert, Romeo, Oscar, Bravo, Echo Romeo, Tango, and the location is Barry, South Glamorgan. Location is Barry, South Glamorgan, break.
Roger. Well, thank you very much, Robert, for the QSO. You're 5 and 9 plus. Yeah, you're about 5 and 9. You're a very good signal here, no problem at all. I wonder if I may be cheeky and ask for a quick report from our friend I'm going to turn the power up just a little bit there, and ask for a report from from the station close to Bideford, from M0XXX. Go ahead.
TPT happy, shall I say? And they do double over each other often.
Thanks for the report. 5 and 3 all copied. No problem there. You're about a 4 and 2 with me. About a 4 and 2, but still readable. Many thanks for the short interruption there, guys. I'm going to have a quick look at the map and see how many millions of miles that is as the crow flies, and I'll let you gentlemen carry on with your QSO. Thank you very much for the reports there, gentlemen, and yeah, very nice to work you both this evening. I wonder if the signal conditions are up a little bit, I'm not sure, but many thanks again. From M0XXX, put it back to Uniform Delta. Go ahead.
M0XXS from DW1, X-ray Uniform Delta. Okay, the Howdo, copy there and 100%. You reported 59 press you. That's about moving the S-P into the right, so that is a good thing you're putting in there, Howard. Back to you.
Well, thanks again very much indeed. You did tell me your location, but I didn't quite copy it. I think you said West Glamorgan. Just go ahead with the location one more time, please.
Yeah, but the audio quality is brilliant. Switches to digital mode as well. You can also want to pick up the sound more access to the digital service, which is brilliant like that. It's like DMR. I reckon it's a good rig. I certainly don't have any issues.
The Bristol Channel coast of South Wales there, and I'm about 7 miles southwest of the capital city of Cardiff. I'm about 7 miles southwest of the capital city of Cardiff there, so that'll give you some idea where I am then. As you say, Exmo would be in our way there. John, back to you.
DB3PL, Alex.
Yeah, okay, thanks ever so much from the station close to Barnstaple. Just go ahead. What's the town? What's the closest town that you're in Barnstaple, QSL?
Yeah, evening. G0IVO on frequency.
Take care, have a very pleasant evening, lovely contact. The station in Barry, GW1XUD, about 60 miles from me, and Barnstaple I think is a little bit further. We might even be close to 80 miles. Yeah, very nice contact this evening. As you say, I think the conditions are a little bit up. The conditions are quite good this evening, I would say. So many thanks for the contact, gentlemen. Certainly, probably one of the furthest that I've worked down into the Barnstaple area on this recent setup. So I'll turn the power down and I'll let you guys carry on. So many thanks for the contact, and I'll put it back to XUD, and I'll say 73. Thanks very much, guys. Back to XUD.
CUXXX from GW1 XUD Group. Okay there, my friend. I'm afraid I didn't write your name down there, so apologies about that. So I wish you best 73, and I hope you work some more jacks on 2 meters up. Bye for now.
73.
Just look for a scapegoat, aren't they? That's all they're doing. Blaming it on the driver.
Down the road, 7 mile. Apart from that, like I said, I haven't done nothing today but drive. Drive there, I don't know how many miles it is, didn't very many miles. Roy, is it, to Torrington from Yore? But what a road it is, isn't it? You know, it isn't a bad road surface-wise, but all them blinking corners, I've never counted them, but there's good many of them, isn't there? Well, after you leave Averley and leave the bypass here at Averley, you mean the corners just spread all the way to Torrington. I see you're from where Sandy lives. You can look across. I see Euro hunting ground still there, Colin. This afternoon, Tony's car was in the yard, and somebody else's little black car was there. So who that was, I don't know. And that's of course Tony. What's the other one called? I can't remember now. You'll tell me in a minute whether he's changed his car and he's come down. So there you are, around you then, Roy. G0IKC, G0IVO, and it was Sir Russell Sanders being buried next Monday. And the Roy, over.
Right.
4 miles. Boy racers with all their fog lights on for some unknown reason. I don't know why they do it. In a religion or something. I don't know why they do it. Back to you for M6KIX.
Hello to Q2 meters, hello to Q2 meters, to Q2. Mike 3, Hotel, November Lima. Mexico 3, Hotel, November Lima, call CQ on 2, I'm standing by.
Back to you. Local repeaters. Maybe wanting for I'd say it was quiet. I'd definitely say it was quiet. I can't speak.
down and in. Stand up at some point there. I thought I've got to keep going and fiddling around in there trying to make a couple of miniature drawers, little tiny drawers to go in this box, the Daniel's box, and it took me all day just to make a drawer which is 4 inches long, about 1.5 inches deep, and about an inch, I don't know, inch wide, I know. Yeah, deep, 4 inches long, or